They say a secret group controls the world, the Illuminati. Politicians, celebrities, billionaires, all part of a shadow empire pulling the strings from behind closed doors. But what if I told you that the real Illuminati wasn't born in Hollywood or Washington, but in a small German town, and it started not with power or money, but with an idea that terrified kings and the church? Forget the triangle, the eye, and the celebrity hand signs. Those came centuries later. The original Illuminati wasn't about fame or control. It was a group of thinkers, professors, and dreamers trying to change a world ruled by superstition, religion, and monarchy. So how did a bunch of students in Bavaria end up being blamed for everything, from world wars to pop culture mind control? Let's uncover the real story behind the Illuminati, the facts, the fears, and the myths that never died. To understand the Illuminati, we need to go back to Europe in the 1700s, an age of massive change. Science was challenging religion, reason was questioning kings, and the Enlightenment was spreading like wildfire across Europe. But not everyone liked that. In Bavaria, a deeply Catholic region of what's now southern Germany, religious authorities had a tight grip on education and thought. The church controlled universities, banned certain books, and punished people for discussing dangerous ideas. Questioning the Bible or criticizing monarchy wasn't just rebellious. It could ruin your career, or even get you imprisoned. Enter Adam Weishaupt, a young professor at the University of Ingolstadt. Born in 1748, he was raised by Jesuits, the very same religious order that dominated education in Bavaria. But instead of falling in line, Weishaupt rebelled. He studied philosophy, law, and the writings of Enlightenment thinkers like Voltaire, Rousseau, and Montesquieu. He believed reason, not faith, should guide human life. By his late 20s, Weishaupt was tired of watching priests dictate knowledge. He wanted freedom of thought, equality, and education, unchained from religion. But he knew the church would never allow it openly. So, he decided to fight secrecy with secrecy. On May 1st, 1776, in the Bavarian city of Ingolstadt, Adam Weishaupt founded a secret group he called the Order of the Illuminati, from the Latin Illuminatus, meaning enlightened. His goal wasn't world domination, it was enlightenment through reason. At first, it was small. Just a few students and professors meeting in secret, discussing philosophy and freedom of speech. They used code names, secret symbols, and even invisible ink. Weishaupt himself went by the name Spartacus, a nod to the ancient rebel slave who fought against Roman oppression. Members swore loyalty, but not to a king or religion, to truth and rationality. Their early goals were ambitious but idealistic. Free society from superstition and ignorance. Promote education, critical thinking, and equality. Challenge corruption and absolute monarchy. It wasn't that different from the ideas shaping America's revolution at the same time: freedom, reason, and individual rights. But in 18th century Bavaria, those ideas were considered dangerous. Weishaupt designed the Illuminati like a pyramid of trust. New members didn't know who was above them. They reported to a mentor, who guided them through ranks with mysterious names like Novice, Minerval, and Illuminated Minor. Every degree revealed new secrets and responsibilities. It felt exclusive, almost mystical, and that was part of the charm. To hide from the church and government, members disguised their meetings as social or academic gatherings. But as the group grew, so did its ambitions. Weishaupt dreamed of spreading the Illuminati's influence across Europe by quietly recruiting powerful men into their ranks. And it worked, for a while. The Illuminati spread like wildfire through universities and intellectual circles. By the early 1780s, they had an estimated 2,000 members scattered across Germany, Austria, France, and Italy. Some were writers, scientists, and even government officials. Their most influential recruit was Baron Adolf von Koenigsegg, a nobleman who helped organize and expand the society's structure. Von Koenigsegg was the one who turned Weishaupt's academic club into a full-fledged secret network. He connected the Illuminati to other underground societies, Most famously, the Freemasons. The two groups shared similar Enlightenment values, and soon the Illuminati began to infiltrate Masonic lodges, using them as cover for their operations. From the outside, this alliance looked like the beginning of something huge, maybe even revolutionary. Rumors spread that the Illuminati had agents in courts, universities, and even the church. For the first time, Europe's elite began to whisper about an invisible force influencing politics and ideas. And then, everything fell apart. By 1784, the Bavarian government had had enough. Duke Karl Theodor, under pressure from the church, issued a decree banning all secret societies. The Illuminati were officially outlawed. Police raided homes, confiscated letters, and exposed the group's members. Adam Weishaupt was fired from his university position and fled to a neighboring state. But here's the twist. Those raids uncovered something shocking. Instead of finding plots to overthrow monarchies or start revolutions, officials mostly found philosophy essays, lectures, and idealistic discussions about moral reform. The Illuminati's secrets were more about education and reason than assassination or world control. Still, the damage was done. The press, controlled by monarchs and clerics, painted the Illuminati as a demonic organization plotting to destroy Christianity. Pamphlets called them atheists, rebels, even servants of the devil. Their name became synonymous with evil, and their ideals, once about freedom, were branded heresy. By 1787, the Illuminati was effectively crushed. Weishaupt lived the rest of his life in exile, writing books defending his ideas. The group never resurfaced in its original form, but their story didn't end there. It just transformed. In the years that followed, Europe was rocked by revolutions. In America, in France, and across the continent. Rulers needed a scapegoat to explain why their thrones were collapsing. And what better target than a mysterious, invisible society, blamed for spreading rebellion? In 1797, a French priest named Augustin Baruel published a series of writings claiming that the French Revolution was not a people's uprising, but an Illuminati conspiracy. Around the same time, a Scottish professor named John Robison wrote Proofs of a Conspiracy, arguing that the Illuminati had infiltrated Freemasonry and planned to overthrow every government in Europe. Neither man had evidence, but both books spread like wildfire. Suddenly, the Illuminati were no longer a small group of thinkers. They were a secret global cabal in the public's imagination. The idea stuck. Even though the real Illuminati had been gone for over a decade, their name became shorthand for shadow power. Any revolution, rebellion, or social change could be blamed on them. And as centuries passed, the myth evolved again. By the 20th century, the Illuminati had gone from a historical footnote to a global legend. They appeared in novels, songs, movies, and conspiracy theories. Everything from the US dollar bill to the founding of the United Nations was linked, often falsely, to this invisible order. The all-seeing eye, often cited as the Illuminati symbol, was never actually used by the Bavarian Illuminati. It came from Christian art and Masonic symbolism, representing divine guidance, not control. But when people started connecting it with power and secrecy, it became the face of a global myth. Pop stars, politicians, and even tech billionaires were accused of being Illuminati members, often just because they made a pyramid hand gesture or included an eye motif in a music video. It's almost ironic. A group founded to promote reason and free thought is now used to fuel the wildest conspiracy theories on the internet. So what's left of the real Illuminati today? No verified organization survives. Historians have found no evidence of an unbroken line from Weishaupt's 18th century group to any modern secret society. But their ideas, the belief in knowledge over blind faith, education over ignorance, and reason over superstition, still echo through modern culture. In many ways, the Illuminati succeeded without even surviving. The Enlightenment ideals they stood for reshaped Europe. Monarchs lost power. Education became secular. Science thrived. The very freedoms we enjoy today, freedom of speech, religion, and thought, are rooted in the same principles the Illuminati once risked their lives to promote. The irony is that what began as a fight against irrational belief eventually became one of history's most irrational myths. The Illuminati wasn't a group of dark overlords controlling the world. It was a circle of idealists trying to make the world smarter and freer. They failed politically, but succeeded philosophically. And maybe that's why the myth never dies, because people still fear what they can't see, and still crave someone to blame for the chaos they don't understand. So next time someone says, "The Illuminati run the world," remember? The truth isn't hidden in secret meetings or shadowy symbols. It's right there in history books, waiting for anyone willing to look. If you love uncovering the real history behind the myths, hit subscribe and keep digging deeper with our next video.